allowed me to speak.
Arnab, let's actually go to the butt of the matter. When the epicenter of the protest started, which was on 24th Feb at 1 p.m., which is in 2020, and that is when Delhi saw its worst riots in 3 decades. What happened and how it started is very important to note, because everyone, like Neeraj Kumar said here, is talking about peaceful protesters and poor girls, but we need to understand why and what is terrorism, and terrorism is actually blocking essential services. The words Chakka Jam become extremely important because this was a call that was started by Sharjeel Imam, one of the main terrorists here, on 24th of Jan, when he wrote on his Facebook, and I start there, I don't even go to December, when the WhatsApp groups were formed, and that's how deep-rooted the conspiracy was. On 24th of Jan, Sharjeel Imam openly wrote on his Facebook, and I start there, where he said, the truest picture, Shaheen Bagh ka model Chakka Jam ka hai. बाकी सब secondary है. चक्का जाम और धरने में फर्क समझो. This is very important to understand to everyone who says this was a peaceful protest, because the Chakka Jam is trying to get our essential services in Delhi blocked. We remember the kind of jams that we saw coming from Delhi to Noida. He says, हर शहर में धरना कीजिए, which shows this is not about Delhi but about being pan-India. Then he says, उसमें लोगों को चक्का जाम के बारे में बताइए ताकि हर हाईवे पे वो बैठिए. What does this show on 24th Jan?
Yes.
Much before former President of US Donald Trump was to come here, the plan of Chakka Jam was started. 26 protest sites were seen. 1 minute, Saira, I'm just about to come to you, but let me figure out and tell you what is terrorism really. Section 15 says 3 things. Essential services need to be blocked. Essential services were blocked here when people sat on the highways. It says very clearly, sovereignty of India should not be taken into consideration into the hands. Sovereignty was taken when mobs were trying to be mobilized and trying to be incited with Chakka Jam, and that is what not only these alleged activists did, but top conspirators masterminded this starting in December itself, and the pictures on the screen show their own picture, as a picture speaks 1,000 words. We have WhatsApp chats that are part of the chart sheet. We don't make this up. It's a part of the trial court registry. The WhatsApp chats show how people try to tell the Pinjaratur alleged activists, don't do this, and there are 164 statements. Viewers, and Arnab, let's actually tell our viewers why 164 statements are so sacrosanct before the law, because there are people who came forward and said, we saw these alleged activists tell the women
and also
take acid bottles, take lal mirchi powder, and try and ensure that there is violence. Let's also tell our viewers, we remember, Arnab, you had debated this so massively when the Shaheen Bagh and the other protests started, that there was a time when Tahir Hussain was one of the main conspirators, when Ratan Lal, a police officer, lost his life on 24th Feb, when there was another Ankit Sharma, the IP officer, who was murdered 53 times. He was brutally stabbed. They are not terrorists is a blasphemous statement, is also what the Solicitor General told the Supreme Court when the hearing started. I just want to
I think
I asked a question to Saira Shah Harim about what terrorism is all about, because the WhatsApp chat is very important to say. One WhatsApp chat is all I'm going to look at when they try to disperse, where they say, WhatsApp chat says, Pinjaratur has said, कफन बांध के आए हैं और जो हमारे साथ नहीं है वो देश के गद्दार हैं. Saira Shah Halim, I'm not even going to go into section 15 of the UAPA, but ask you a simple question. If blocking essential services is not, if sitting on Chakka Jam and inciting and mobilizing people is not terrorism, pray tell me what is terrorism?